Coming up on Hawk TV, we take a look at the upcoming debate season,
a theater production with a symbolic meaning,
and a senior with a unique hobby.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Amin Yassin.
And I'm Alex Salazar.
And this is Hawk TV for Thursday, October 7th.
With painted parking spots being sold again this year, many seniors are happy to be a part of this tradition. Isabella Garcia gives us a look into how the seniors are participating.
Having painted parking back, seniors are excited to get started painting their spots. Senior Katie Farrell says the cost is worth it.
Honestly, I paid it for two reasons. I paid because you get a really good parking spot. I literally walk outside, go through the gate, and my car's right there. And because I wanted to do something fun and I wanted to get everything out of my senior year that I could.
Painting parking cost $100 for each spot since it's the closest spot a student can get. Senior Adonma Ugwa had an easy process with painting her parking spot.
My spot was super easy, and it didn't take that long. It took like 6 hours over the span of 2 days. It was just super fun, and all the colors I got to use, so it's nice and colorful.
Once they have purchased their parking spot, seniors send in their designs for approval from Student Council sponsor Jennifer Russell. Senior Sydney Wright says she enjoyed coming up with her design.
I looked on Pinterest and then I found some that I liked, but I know a lot of other people were doing those, and so I used artwork to create mine on Procreate.
Wanting to get the most out of her senior year, Katie says how important it was for her to paint her parking spot.
Well, Adonma and I did it together, and so we went up and we got all the paint, and we came over to the school and we started painting our spots. It was really fun just to hang out with my friends and, do something that we're going to remember forever. I feel like that's a keepsake, even though you don't get to take it home with you or anything like that. It's definitely a keepsake from your senior year.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Isabella Garcia.
Thanks, Isabella. Keep an eye out for the painted parking spots in the parking lot.
While normal high school students work an hourly pay job, senior Joshua Vu decided he could make money a different way. Emma Garcia takes a closer look at how Vu earns his income.
Senior Joshua Vu developed a hobby that stemmed from an ordinary obsession with cars. After not being able to afford the cars he wanted, Vu took to flipping cars himself.
So flipping a car is essentially buying a car for a really good deal, below market value, and then selling it for a profit.
After selling his first car in the 7th grade, Vu continued to further teach himself how to flip cars. Now he specializes in the BMW market, fixing small cosmetic and mechanical issues within the cars.
I don't flip cars that are mechanically destroyed. I would do small mechanical issues, but I typically like to find rare examples of BMWs that need cosmetic work, such as paint correction, which is buffing and cleaning up the paint with ceramic coating. And then I sell it to a higher enthusiast market for about a $4,000 or $5,000 profit per car.
Friends Owen English and Collin Storm say that Vu is committed to every aspect of his trade.
Well, he's super committed, and he's always looking for cars that he can flip, all the time during school. Whenever I'm hanging out with him, he's just always doing it.
His hustle and his way to negotiate is kind of like I've never seen before, especially negotiating.
Although sometimes skeptical, Vu says that his peers are accepting of him and his business.
Part of my family is supportive, the other thinks it's a big risk, and it is a big risk for sure. But my friends are very supportive of me. I have certain ones that, really opt to help out and willing to do anything if I need help buying or selling a car. So that's really nice to have.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Emma Garcia.
Thanks, Emma. You can check out Josh's Instagram at josh_335i to see more of his projects.
We took 2 seniors and had them participate in our hot sauce challenge.
We asked a series of questions, and if they answered, they got to move on.
If they chose not to, then they had to eat a spoonful of hot sauce that progressively gets hotter.
I'm Devin. I've been in cheer for 2 years.
My name's Carter Brock, and I've been in football all 4 years here.
My least favorite team. Oh, hot sauce for this one as well.
Alright. How do we do this?
Put it like in the base of the fork. I mean, okay.
Not that bad.
Why would you do a big one?
Ready? That's not bad.
It's not bad, it's just not good.
And some people know this, but in 7th grade, I cried when I didn't get to be quarterback. I got moved to tight end.
Maybe like, anytime I run to the bathroom for practice, I'm probably because I'm crying. Probably because I'm crying.
That was good.
Next question. Alright.
Yeah, I can't do that one. Actually, I got it. I got it.
That is good.
There you go. Don't take it off.
I'm not taking it off. I wouldn't kick anyone off my team. I love my team. That one was bad. That one tastes like so bad.
That one tastes like.
Oh my god.
That one's not bad.
It's not even that spicy. It just tastes so bad. You look a little sweaty over there.
It's hot.
Thank you to Devin and Carter for participating.
The Hebron speech and debate team has been facing challenges due to COVID and changes in coaches in the last few years. Ayman Yassin takes a look into how the struggles are affecting the team's performance and how they are working to fix them.
The Hebron Speech and Debate program is an extracurricular class that teaches students speaking skills and argumentation. Varsity speaker Krish Shah says the program affects the community and contributes to the campus.
Debates about political activism, making sure that our high school voices can be heard, not only within our own groups, but throughout the school and throughout the community.
Policy debater Rithi Ravi says debate benefits students' speaking and argumentation skills.
To me, debate is a place where everybody can express their opinions comfortably, but also do it in a very logical manner so that we not only are more informed coming out of it, but we're also more confident in our speaking skills.
With the logistical difficulties of hosting speech and debate competitions during the pandemic, Coach Keith Milstead says different students might be challenged moving forward.
So right now we're in a little bit of a transitionary period because of the pandemic last year. All the competitions went online. Some students weren't as prepared for that environment, I guess you could say, as others. It's because they aren't really accustomed to those that have come back to that virtual world and sort of getting them ready to go in that sense. But then for the newer students, it's trying to get them ready for virtual competition with the understanding that eventually they're going to be doing this face-to-face. So I think that's probably the biggest issue that we've had, just having to deal with the uncertainty of how long we're going to be doing virtual tournaments, how they do virtual tournaments, and then getting them ready for when it is time we need to go across town or down to UT Austin.
Shah says that because of COVID, the speech and debate program may have to change how they operate moving forward.
Through COVID-19, we had to really look at other events and more people kind of diversified in what they're doing. So now we have a wider range of events, such as debate events and even a lot more people in speaking events and prose and poetry, which allows us to attract a bigger audience.
In spite of the problems the speech and debate program has had with Corona and less students joining, Ravi says novices can find a welcoming community and learn lifelong skills.
Debate's a really great space to make friends and also just a really great space to learn and get lifelong skills you can't really get anywhere else in high school. And so I think a lot of novices should look forward to joining because it's an experience you won't forget coming out of high school.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Ayman Yassin.
Thanks, Ayman. If you are interested in debate, reach out to your counselor or Coach Milstead in room 2110.
With Our Town opening tonight, the cast is attempting to connect deeper meaning within the message behind it. Landry Dale takes a closer look into how the program is taking on this challenge.
Theater's new head director, Scott Crew, will direct the first play of the season, Our Town, this weekend. Crew says Our Town takes a more impressionistic approach than traditional shows, and that it's staged as a rehearsal rather than a full production to demonstrate the simplicity of life.
He said that when he wrote it, that he wanted to be a microscope on what real lives were really like. A lot of times in the theater, we don't show real lives in reality. We oftentimes show a glamorized version of real life or a more tragic version of real life. This is supposed to be just a real example of what life is.
Emma Fowdy, the show's female lead, says the story of her character, Emily, can be applied to anyone's life.
My character didn't really live her life like she thinks she should have, and now it's just too late to go back. Like, she tries to go back, but it's just not the same. And it's heartbreaking, but it's a good lesson to just not take life for granted.
As opening night nears, Crew and male lead Kyler Beck says it's been difficult to connect the cast of teenagers to the deeper messages of the characters due to their limited life experiences thus far.
Because the message is something that at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old that you don't think about. And you don't really think about the world that way, and you don't think about the fact that every day, no day is promised. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody, and you have to live for the moment. You have to look at what you're doing. You have to celebrate the moments that you have. Old people don't do that, so it's hard to convince young people that that's the message of the play.
I think specifically for Our Town, just connecting to the piece the most. I think it's not super hard to connect with George, but as he goes through life, he just gets more mature. And I mean, I can't just skip a few years in a day. So I think that's really hard to just capture the emotion he has and what he's going through.
Despite everything, Crew says he's confident in the cast's skills and potential to deliver the best possible product. Furthermore, Beck says as long as the message gets through to the audience, he'll be satisfied.
I'm confident about the fact that these kids are resilient, and I'm confident about that they are cohesive and they're working together, and it will be a show.
I think the meaning behind it is really the whole point of the entire play. It's not super plot heavy. It's got an overarching meaning and theme to it, and I think that if we can capture the audience and let them really just stop their lives and think for a second, then I think we as actors would have achieved our goal.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Landry Dale.
Thanks, Landry. Varsity Theater will be performing Our Town tonight at 7 through the 9th. You can find out more information on their Instagram, hebron.theater.
Coming back from a tough year due to COVID-19 and the loss of many seniors, the tennis team is looking forward to a more normal season. Rahim Irfan takes a look into how the team is performing this fall.
Already midway through the fall season, seniors Jordan Larsen and Michael Harris say that despite 11 seniors graduating from last year, the group still has a tight bond.
I'd say because of COVID, it's been really different, but especially with all the seniors leaving and having a whole new group of people come in, it's been really different, but I've really enjoyed everyone.
I'd say just being able to do more practices and tournaments and being able to hang out with the team other than just playing tennis and getting closer with them. So it just feels more, you feel more involved in a part of the team.
Being that this is Larsen's senior year, she says that she enjoys having the challenge of leading the newcomers in a right way.
I feel really good about this year. I think the team has gotten really close, and I've really enjoyed being a senior on the team and really getting to know everyone and the incoming freshmen.
As the fall season comes closer to district, head coach CJ Cowgill says he wants many individuals from the team to move on from district to regional.
We want to compete and give ourselves a chance to get as many kids to move on to regionals as possible. So it's just trying to get better every day.
Despite playing in a tough 6-6A district, Harris is confident that the team can do well and move on to the next level.
I think the team's good, and I feel like we're all really close. We're in a really tough division, but we're still trying our best and doing pretty good. So,
reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Rahim Irfan.
Thanks, Rahim. Tennis recently concluded its fall season and now will be training for the upcoming season in the spring.
In other sports news, the volleyball team has a game tomorrow night against Plano at 6:30 in the Hawk Activity Center.
And the football team has a home game against Plano tomorrow night at 7.
That's it for today's episode. I'm Ayman Yassin.
And I'm Alex Salazar. Have any story suggestions? Email them down below.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.